Hi folks out there. Since May 28th, 2012, CJB.net closed down all the human rights service we have on the internet. Suske.cjb.net and all the others. What is this all about? In 1993, I was publicly exhibited on Neuss marketplace, and like the Reichskristallnacht, publicly set up as a Wucherjude. In Neuss, Christian understanding is Wucherjuden have to be stoned, so it is closely connected to the mentality of the Third Reich. The same people with their mentality doing it now over and over again. They launched the campaign with government officers, and you'll find it on witness.org, and the human rights organization with Nelson Mandela and Bono. Okay, since then a lot of things happened, and I published it. We also published it on the internet, and I'm very grateful to CJB.net for the last 2 decades, so nearly 20 years, where the contents with all the official documents and all that were on the internet available. What it is actually all about is you see me there sitting on the marketplace, and with the Jewish people in the Third Reich, they placed a shield around the neck and with Wucherjude on it. So with me, they placed huge plates around me, and it was awful. It was really awful. My whole family was wiped out with their existence, and after that, because it was involved the city of Neuss, the police officers of Neuss, and so-called intelligence officers. After the Third Reich, the Second World War, the Allied forces intended to prohibit the paramilitary units in Germany called Bürgerschützen, but on the base of tradition, they continued in the same mentality and the same Bumta manner when they marched through the places. You'll see it on the videos at youtube.com, and when you see it, you know it. There is also a video from a remarkable German intelligence officer who, at the very beginning of those criminal undertakings, he said, "You'll never succeed against the government," meaning that criminal elements in the government and officers, criminal officers that use government status to set up again the mentality of the Third Reich, you'll never succeed against it. You'll also find a TV interview with me and Kristen Nichols from the German Parliament, and she also said, "No, you will never succeed." The intelligence officer also said, "It can happen to anybody anytime, so it's not you will eat anybody who will like to eat." So if you come to Germany, you and your investments are really not safe. They devastated my life, my family, the capital which was invested. We had 2 companies and real estate, and everything was wiped out. And that's a fact. Human rights are worth nothing. We have another video on YouTube, which is quite a honorable officer. You'll see with that the exception marks the rule, and these officers are really exceptions in Germany. Over the last 20 years, a huge bunch of officials got knowledge of that, and they don't care. They march in row like Hitler's dudes did. This remarkable officer, the high-ranking officer, said, "You gotta flee. If you want to have life, and if you want to have family, children, you flee and start all over again." Nothing is safe in Germany for investments. Just forget your investments, forget your family, kick your mother in your ass. I was about to have children and marry, and everything was wiped out, and I have to ignore it. I have not to protect my family and my life and my real estate and my capital. Wow, what a crap. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy, but this is proof. And because of that, I don't have to love the people and the state that wiped out my family and wiped out everything. Because I published it under, for example, Neuss.cjb.net and others. You'll find it on the internet if you enter my name into that. A campaign of 2 decades started, and after they didn't get me with their arbitrary justice, because I was innocent, totally innocent. I didn't do anything except working day and night and trying to protect my folks, my mother, my oncoming wife, and trying to have a family, which they prevented. They made me homeless. They wiped out everything, and all the official documents were placed in. I will show you what they afterward did. They tried to make an insane person out of me. They broke my mother, every bone in body for years and years to get me mad. When you get into a hospital and you're in bed, you get heparin to get the blood more liquid. They on purpose dried out my mother, didn't give her enough drinking, and besides the bone breaking things, the dry out stuff, drying her out, and which makes the blood less liquid. She didn't get anything, even though she was, because of her broken bones, only in the bed, and I had to watch it. I had to watch it. I told everybody. I told the justice. I told the police. I told the politicians, and nobody cared, because they tried to make me insane and go crazy. And they killed my mother by that, not giving her heparin. She was murdered, and this man is one of them. All the documents, all the official documents, even from the hospital, are published. And now CJB.net is closing down the accounts. Think of that. The United States actually were the ones that were standing for human rights. An American company that supported us nearly 2 decades, nearly 20 years, and I very appreciate that very, very much. This same American company, is it under the pressure of German government? Is it under the pressure of others, that the German government with the whole money shit they are doing is even pressuring Obama and the American government, so that a company like CJB.net were supporting us is down all accounts, and by that taking all the documents off the internet. So people out there, I wrote CJB.net and I told them about it. I told them that human rights organization from Nelson Mandela and BonoWitness.org listed my case against the German government, and I told them that they may look into it. This is how they tortured my mother here, one of the pictures. And so let's see, maybe it is a technical problem, but if I can't log in and the accounts are closed, it's most likely that they would cover up a human right violation, like lynch justice, like torture, like murder done by German officials, German officers, and all of those crimes are even covered up by German government. So over time span of nearly 20 years, think of that. What does it do to me? And this CJB.net is closing it down. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Just because German intelligence officers, German policemen, and German government is involved of that. What about the human rights? It's all crap. It's only in Arabic countries, or what is it? And Germany can do it. Can get a new Hitler. Well, watch videos and wiping out whole families and taking their rights on having children. I can't have children. And the cynical stuff is they're saying, well, you can have children, even a man can have children even at 70. What is it? They're sitting it out. Criminal intelligence officers or policemen that can wipe out whole family and wipe out like the Jews. We have negative demographic development here. What cynical word is that for genocide? This letter by a so-called intelligence officer, a member of the SS, the state security of Germany. We'll find a demagogic expression which is manipulating the public not to stand up against lynch justice, torture and murder. It is meant to let my efforts shine in a light that is discrediting every effort that is against lynch justice, torture and murder, that is meant to help the government, criminals, human rights violators, and protect them so that they can continue in fascist way, in a spirit that was in the tradition of the fascists. So he says there, meant was Weber, he's trying to get government officers, functionaries of political parties, members of parliaments, members of the government, and even the Bundeschancellor, leading persons from the economics and the rotten elites in Germany, by calling them and writing them on here. After 2 decades of being with CJB.net, yeah, it is established. It is really established, and yeah, whatever CJB.net says to it, they decide. Actually, they decide whether they stand for human rights, whether they are on the good side or on the bad side. And if they decide they are on the bad side, they are then protecting human rights violation. They are then standing on the side of people that torture old women and murder them, that are doing lynch justice, and that are totally against human rights. So, make yourself an opinion, and we'll wait what CJB.net says. Okay, here on the video you can see my email address, and the email address is wendolin@arcor.de, or here weberwend@netscape.net. So, okay, that's it right now. We're working on it. We'll see what they say. We'll try the best and hope the best, but it really doesn't look good. Nor here in Germany for the human rights, and yeah, watch the videos, listen to it, and see on the internet where you can get the stuff from. Mail me and you'll get the digital data. Okay, we'll hear from each other sometime, and I'll let you know what CJB.net decides. Maybe they come back on. Okay, folks, out. One postscriptum. If somebody may have been upset, well, what is the legal evaluation? The legal evaluation of being somebody upset against torture, publicly exhibiting and lynch justice, and murder of families, total families. Yeah, what is the evaluation? What is more worth? Life of people, or somebody who might have been upset? Well, this is the actual question we have to think about. So just keep it in mind. This is not a matter of just closing down all the contents